Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today we're working on a small little desktop PC. Customer brought it in saying it was dead. I have the power cable plugged in. I'm assuming that there should be the green light here if the power supply is working. But if we push the button, there's no life. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is just get the power supply out and just test it with another power supply. Looks like a pretty standard one. And then we'll see if it's just this or something else on the board which is causing the power supply not to come up. Well, let's get going. So Murphy's Law, it wasn't a standard power supply. It's a Dell PC, so they have these little small form factor ATX power supplies with non-standard connectors, etc. So I've taken the power supply out, disassembled it. Obviously the usual disclaimer, if you don't know what you're doing, don't work on live power supplies like this. So the unit is currently unplugged. What I want to do is just trace to see whether it's as simple as a fuse that's blown. So I have my meter in continuity. So our AC comes in here. Again, it is switched off and unplugged. It comes in here, goes through, and there's a fuse here between these 2 points. So that'll be live. So we should have continuity between here and here through that fuse. And you can see that we don't. So for some reason the fuse is gone. Now it's not normally a case of just changing the fuse and then everything works. The fuse obviously blew for a reason. So we're going to carry on and just see if there's any shorts along the way, which has caused this to go. So just looking at the circuits, we have 2 bridge rectifiers here, which is interesting. So maybe one supplies voltage to the main circuit and the other one supplies voltage to the low power standby circuit. That's interesting. So our AC comes in, goes through some coils. Let's just check these diodes here. Put that in diode mode. I need to just lift it up like this so that I can see it. Where are we? That one's okay. That one's okay. At this point I'm mainly looking for something that is shorted. It looks like a diode, it's reading okay. It's not shorted. Just check these bridge rectifiers, so that's good. So nothing seems to be shorted there. So let me get this fuse out. We may be lucky and it might just be the fuse which is gone. Again, don't work on power supplies if you don't know what you're doing. With that fuse gone, I'm pretty confident that there will be no voltage in the main filter capacitor. So just to prove that, it's this guy here, and we have nothing. So I'm confident that nothing's gonna zap me. Okay, so the fuse is this guy here. I'm gonna just use the pull method. So heat up the leg and then try and pull it through from the other side if I can get a good grip on it. So definitely the fuse is gone. I don't see any shorts further along on the AC side. The bridge rectifiers seem okay. There's 2 of them, which is a little bit different. For testing purposes, we will put a well-calibrated wire across there, as our good friend Soren would say, just to see if the power supply comes back to life, and then we can order a 12.5 amp fuse, which is huge. Let me just grab a wire. Where is it? There they are. 12 amps is... we'll need at least 2 of these. Again, this is just for testing purposes before everyone goes crazy. Oh, you gotta put in the wrong thing. You can get replacement power supplies directly from Dell. I will show you the cost of them, and then you'll realize why I'm trying to repair this one. Ah, come on now. Put some lead there. So there's our little fuse. Just for testing purposes. Okay, let's get everything out of the way here. We can attach the fan. Trying to figure out where that fan went. Fan went over there. Is it there? So the little fan is attached. The LED light is on the bottom here. Just make some space. I'm going to leave it like this, so that if we have a nice little explosion, you'll be able to see the fuse here. Okay. Everything's ready. Let's see if it was just a fuse. Going to plug it in 3, 2, 1. Bang! Well, that was good. That's why you don't... Oh, did that trip my... Oh, it did not trip that. So it just popped the fuse. That was a bit messy. So it's unplugged. Now that is strange because there's nothing there that is showing as shorted. Okay, so power is unplugged. We're just going to check the capacitor just to make sure. Yeah, it's done. I mean, it's discharged, so that's cool. Okay, so through there. Okay, so I'm going to go into diode mode. Put the positive on the ground, which is this guy here. Oh, so we do have a short. But where? Okay, so something is shorted. But what's... Where's this? So the transistor is 3. Okay, so there's 3 transistors here. Okay, that one's shorted. Shorted. Okay, so 2 of those guys are measuring short. This guy. Oh, that's the wrong. So the diode. I can't see. I think this last one is a diode. So these 2 transistors here so 2 transistors measuring shorts. Can I get into them? What do I have to do? So I have to take out this board. Oh, man. Out of the way. So those 2 on that side. There's another 2 on that side. Just measure those guys. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, so those 2, okay, so it's these 2 here. Okay, so in order to get those out, I have to take this board out, and that's not as easy as just unplugging it because it's soldered in place. Why don't we just make it easy, shall we? Okay. I'm going to have to get that out. So we'll come back when that's out. So I'm working on this power supply. I found that these 2 transistors were shorted, or MOSFETs. I dug through my old boards. I found some equivalents. Checked the stats of these. And the stats of the replacements that I put in. The replacements were a perfect match, and even rated slightly higher. So I put them in, replaced the little fuse that blew up spectacularly for us. A little homemade fuse. And I gave it a test, switched it on. The fuse didn't blow. but the light still didn't come on, and after about 20 seconds I heard another little small pop. And unfortunately it seems that the main issue was here on this switching board. It was really a nightmare to get this board off. I had to use full heat on my hard air station and just about full airflow as well. The board was just sucking the heat away. Anyway, I managed to finally get this off, and there's a chip down here. I can't see what it is, but basically the middle of the chip blew out. Here it is here. That's the center of the chip that blew out. So this could have been the original issue which popped those transistors, or the transistors could have damaged this, or maybe the new transistors that I put in were not 100% matched. But I did go through each individual characteristic of the ones that were shorted and matched them up. So I don't think it was because of those transistors. I think this little separate board here had the initial issue. Anyway, so I've spoken to the customer and he's agreed for me to try and look for a cheap enough replacement. A couple of places that I found so far, they're going for almost $200. I think I found one on eBay now for $150 plus shipping. So just requested to see if the customer wants that, and then we'll go ahead and order a replacement power supply and just pop it in the machine. It's such a shame that it's not a standard form factor. It's a Dell proprietary form factor, because I do have some other standard ATX power supplies which I could have given the customer for a lot less than $200. So we'll get the other power supply ordered, and then we'll carry on the video from there. Okay, so the new power supply has arrived. We're just going to pop it in and everything should be good with this machine. Okay, the green light did come on and the fans spun up briefly. So I'm assuming that means that the power supply is working. Just grab my signal cable here. Power button, where are you? Whoa. Looks good. It's even got RGB. The screen is off to my left here. I just want to make sure that there's no personal customer information. And then I can show. Okay, so that looks good. Okay, so power supply has been installed, machine's running, everything is good. So the inside of the machine looks fine, don't think it needs to be cleaned. The CPU fan is not dusty, so that's cool. There's that flashing light there. Oh, that's the hard drive light. That's a bit weird. Okay, so that'll be it for this video. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.